Yo, what is up, everybody? And by everybody, I mean my 23 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of the interactions that you're doing on my videos, all 9 comments. We are in the Drywall Trap House. House where we sell studs and we flip rock, and by rock I mean shoot rock. This is a channel, Millennial Financial Product, that is devoted to entrepreneurship, where I show you my business, my cash flow, and my bank accounts. And we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. I'm gonna take you guys on a job that we did. I sold a $23,000 contract, and we started that off this week. It went pretty well, so I'll show you some B-roll and kind of the process all behind that. And then at the end, we'll get into the bank account breakdown, to where I show you where I spent the money, how did it go, and what is going on. So just like everybody else, I'm going to ask you to hit the like button for my self-esteem. And then I'm going to also ask you, just like everybody else on this platform, to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you could, kind sir, please spare a little change and take MFP, Millennial Financial Product, to the moon, meaning get in early before these subscribers jump up. Yeah, right. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video, roll the intro, all that good stuff, and get right into the vlog and right into the good stuff. Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah. Yeah, so getting right into it, we actually got this lead from Craigslist about 2 years ago, which is crazy. The fact that we got a lead from 2 years ago and it's just now fallen down, but hey, that's business, and that's the power of compounding business, if you will. It's, to me, like compounding business is, the longer you stay in business, the more business you're gonna have, but it's hard to stay in business, if that makes sense. It was a financial planner. He works in the financial industry, and his wife they actually own and run a day spa called the Spa Society. So they were moving from a office location because of the landlord that they had was just giving them a lot of problems. So long story short, they wanted to move over here to the Northwest Expressway Plaza. Great space, more traffic. So it seemed like a really good idea. As they tried to get into this Northwest Expressway Plaza over here, there are a lot of big stores over there, like Target, Ross. I think there's a YMCA over there. A lot of stuff. So the process of getting in one of these bigger complexes apparently is not that easy. So when they went to get in these complexes, they had to get this corporate approval from all these, the big wigs, and that did not go so smoothly, because their corporate offices were packed out. Like, it was ridiculous. Their corporate offices were like 6 or 7 months behind from doing anything. Answering an email, apparently.
What?
So however they finessed it, or whatever they ended up doing, they ended up getting a pretty big lump sum of cash from insurance claim, or however they did it. I'm not too sure. But so instead of starting that day spa again, they end up investing that money into a grow facility here in Oklahoma. So they gave us a call, and they had us bid them a grow facility. They didn't like the price, of course, like everybody else, and that lead went cold. So then they hit me up about January again. Hey, we want you to do labor only. Can you just adjust the price? And I was like, sure, of course. Like, well, yeah, we need to start like right now. We need to start yesterday, like everybody else that wants a construction job there. That we need to start yesterday. So I gave them an updated price. Went cold once again. Which is not uncommon, but like I do, I just keep them in the Rolodex, and I just keep hitting them up. So finally, April about falls down. He said, yeah, everything's good. We like it. Let's go ahead and start. Yeah, so the contract ended up being for a total of $23,350. But before we get into the money aspect of things, this is how we kicked it off. Yeah, ended up meeting up at his operation, his office space over here, actually pretty close on Northwest Expressway, pretty close to where I'm at. And it's a pretty nice little office building, nice little office setup here. You can check this out here. It looked pretty good. So we signed the contract. We arranged the labor to meet on Monday at 9 a.m. And you know I got the snacks. I began the day at Home Depot. Had to get some clear coat for the layout. Then I had to just get a few other things. I think I grabbed a broom as well, something I didn't didn't video there, but and then I met the guys over here. So the guy the previous Friday showed me where it was. So we actually had to meet at a Brahms parking lot. He actually drove me over there because he said it's so hidden. People are looking for a road, but it's actually on a goat trail. So I thought that was funny. So this is what it looked like. Had to drive down this little dirt road with some grass on the side and all that. So this is a warehouse. They spray foam insulated it, and then we're just gonna do all the interior partitions. Yeah, so this is the blueprint. Kicked it off on Monday. Actually, funny thing about this, out of all the places they could have put this drywall, they put it right in the middle of the wall. So these guys had a really excellent fun time with a couple of pallet jacks trying to move this huge stack of drywall that they put right in the middle of the wall. So this would look like Monday, and then now this is what it looks like as of Friday at 9 a.m. So these guys only have the easy framing left, and they're blowing it out. It's looking really good. These guys are really good. I want to build a pretty good backlog so that way I can keep these guys on, because they really take care of me. So I really want to take care of them as well. Yeah, so then now here is the money part of the thing. So this is a labor only contract. So usually our PTRs, we mark it up about 50%. So people are going to have all kinds of reactions to that. Oh, 50%. Oh, you guys are criminals, you're crooks. But, not really. Our overhead is factored into that. Our taxes are factored into that. And our experience is factored into that as well. In order to do this kind of thing, you really need to know quite a bit. I spent 5 years in the drywall field, metal stud framing, hanging drywall, hanging acoustical ceilings, and then I spent not so much time in the office. Backstory here. I began estimating for a company for about 3 months, and I kind of learned how everything worked. And to me, it just felt frivolous, toiling away for someone else. And the opportunity came for me to start my business. So then, I just went for it and made it happen. And then, we learned. We lost quite a bit of money in the beginning, very struggle, but here we are, and we got to figure it out. So my main point is, marking up 50%, it's fair. Like, you're paying somebody that has literally 7-8 years of experience in drywall, and then the know-how of how this to go down, the material understanding of what you can do, what you can't do. You can buy anything, but you cannot buy experience. And then not to mention the mental and the analytical work that goes into these kind of projects it's quite the feat. Now, there are a lot more people that are a lot more talented than I am and that are better than I am. But that's okay. We make it work, and we give a good service, and our guys are clean, they're efficient. But anyway, not trying to sit here and justify our price here, but anyway, it is what it is. So because we did not get our markup for the material, that markup still has to come from somewhere. So I end up taking this labor budget, which is here, and then I end up marking it up 65%. So if all goes well, this right here will be our gross profit. So from that gross profit, we will divide that into our overhead account. We would divide that into our tax account. We would divide that into our profit account, and then our owner's comp account. So the whole point of a business is so that eventually you can profit without doing anything. So there's a big difference between owner's compensation, like my paycheck, what I'm putting in my pocket, and profit. These two are completely separate, and they do not belong together. If you are compensating yourself from the profit, it is not true profit. And if you think it's profit, then that means you're working for free. And profit first for contractors is really what woke me up to that. It's not a greedy matter, but we deserve to get paid for our labor that we do right here on this setup right here, that we go back and forth, that we make sure it's right. We deserve to get paid for our risk factor. If we bid something incorrectly, and then we sign a contract on that, and then there's something wrong, who's going to pay for that? Of course, there's negotiation, and you can go to these general contractors, and a lot of them are, they're stand-up guys, but it's not a guarantee that, they're going to pay for that. and especially with a client that didn't want to pay you from the beginning. So that's kind of our take on it, and that's how we do business here. And there's a lot of people that really undervalue their work, and that's just not something that we're gonna do. We spent a year undervaluing our work, and it was horrible. But as soon as we started pricing our work correctly, we lost clients, we lost bids. We were probably winning 1 out of 3 bids. But when you're not bidding your work correctly, you're literally winning yourself into bankruptcy or winning yourself into debt. So now we probably win about, I guess that's pretty cool, right? Yeah, now we probably win about maybe 1 every 5 bids, 1 every 7 bids. But those bids that we do win, they treat us right. We're able to make our money. And then when both sides are happy with the good service, both sides are happy making money, and the other side is happy getting and receiving a good service, it just makes good business. So everybody is not our client, but the people that are our clients, we take care of, and then they take care of us. I know that was kind of a rant there. I've never actually done a YouTube rant. First time for everything. So yeah, here is the contract. Here it's worth $23,350. Originally we were gonna have a 30% deposit, but he gave us a really hard time at that. So I met him right in the middle, because if people can't pay a deposit, they probably can't pay your bills. And we're about to see if this man's ever to pay his bills, because we're gonna have to pick up this check here in a bit. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes, right? Okay. So he gave us a $3,500 deposit, and then weekly interval releases of $6,340. That's 3 weeks. First week's weekly payment is secured, and then a conclusion payment of $850. We also wrote in this contract, if work is not completed due to some kind of owner reason, which there always is a reason, they are also able to withhold 50% of the final payment. Why do I do it like that? Is because this is a business is all about cash flow. If you don't have cash flow, you don't have oxygen. You cannot continue on in your business if you don't have cash flow. So I'm not going to sign a contract, devote my labor, and then spend all my money up front in my labor and my material, and then all of a sudden there's a work stoppage, and I'm still responsible to pay these guys that are giving me their time. So now, I got to wait on my paycheck because you can't get your contract correct. That's just not something we're going to do. So on these jobs, especially with clients, like clients that we work with, that we get leads from and we generate organically. So the clients that we pull, not like a general contractor, we put them on a very tight pay schedule. Like this work, if you had all the material there, no stoppage, I could do this in a week with 4 guys. I could do this in a week, but there's always something. Like with this contract, we already knew that there was going to be something. So the issue with this one is that and now all of a sudden he can't find this lumber to go across the ceiling. So you did all this, you made this big deal about us only doing labor only, and then when it comes to actually getting the material, you can't even find the material. So when they try to cut corners, it never goes well. But so with that in mindset, we now structure our contracts to be time sensitive. So it's 30% up front. Week 1, it's X amount. Week 2, it's this amount. Week 3, it's this amount. If there's some reason that you cannot, that there is a delay, you can keep half the final payment, but that's it. So for all my business owners out there, for all my entrepreneurs out there, price your work correct. Make sure that you're getting paid for what you do. Don't compensate yourself from profit. Have that profit built in. Have your salary built in. Have your overhead built in, and sell your stuff at the right price, because you're gonna sell yourself right out of business. So that's kind of my YouTube rant. This video went a little longer than I expected it to be. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all for the subscribers. Thank you for the comments. I really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. If you like the content, please hit us with a like button, and then we're gonna try to come post 2 times a week, but we'll see if I can think of some content. Whatever you guys want to see, whatever you're interested about, drop it down below. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks again for everything. I'm Dom. This channel is a millennial financial product dedicated to entrepreneurship. This right here is a drywall trap house where we come to flip metal studs and sell rock. And by rock, I mean sheetrock. And we're going to come to you again with another banger video. Thanks again, guys. Hope you had a good one. Take care.